This student failed her driving test with 10 minor errors. So remember, in Queensland, you're allowed to only make 8 minor errors. 9 or more minor errors in a driving test in Queensland results in failure in the test. This student had 10 minor errors. One minor error was for turning the steering wheel. When we turn, it's okay to let the steering wheel roll back to neutral position by itself, as long as we have a control of the steering wheel. We have a full control of the steering wheel, and we let the steering wheel roll back between our palms. This student let the steering wheel roll back very quickly between her palms. In 2 occasions, she had abrupt brakes at the traffic lights. At the traffic lights, when the traffic light is red and you want to stop behind the other cars, you need to make sure that you look ahead, you release the accelerator and go towards the brake to have a gentle stop. You need to roll and stop at the traffic lights behind the other cars. Another 2 minor errors were for road positioning. In residential areas, when there are no line markings on the road, you need to make sure that you drive on the left side of the road. This student was driving a bit close, too close to the middle of the road. 1/3 of her vehicle was on the wrong side of the road unnecessarily. You can only drive in the middle of the road if you avoid some kind of obstructions. If there is cars parked, if there is a pedestrian walking around there, or if there's a cyclist. Otherwise, if the road is clear, you need to make sure that you stay on the left side of the road. And one minor mark was for failing to do a shoulder check when she was repositioning her reverse parallel parking. When you do a reverse parallel parking, you're allowed to have one forward movement if you cannot get it right in the first place. So if you see your car, for example, is going to end up too far from the cab, you're allowed to go forward and back again. This student wanted to reposition her car, so she moved forward and she moved back without checking the road. When you move forward, you need to make sure that you do a shoulder check to make sure there's no cars coming and you don't jump in front of them. She failed to do that and she got 1 minor mark for shoulder check. Another minor mark was for bad judgment. She didn't take a safe gap. She was turning from the side road to the main road, and the cars on the main road, they were too far away. She had a safe gap, enough time to get to the road, but she waited too long and she didn't take the safe gap. That's another minor mark for bad judgment. And 3 other minor marks were for driving too slow for the situation. So when you drive in a 60 zone, you need to make sure that you keep up with the speed limit of the area. This student was driving too slow. And also in the 3 occasions this happened, so 3 minor marks for driving too slow. 10 minor marks and failing the test.